We'll go to Torah Devarim, page 2. 1 second. We're up to... Okay. Okay, 6 lines on the top of the page. Okay, the last thing that the Rebbe is explaining, that is the way it's supposed to be. The simcha in Hashem and the meridus from being distant from Hashem. The pearl, it's not like that, it's the opposite. The simcha is in worldly things and the depression is in worldly things, nothing to do with Elokus. So he said, that's what it says, Tziyim b'mishpat tipad v'shaveh b'tzedakah. B'mishpat, Tzion refers to the essence of the neshama. So that level, there's no evil in that level, and that's redeemed through tzedakah. But v'shaveha, that represents the two captivities of the heart, the right side and the left side, one which is the sun meirana seitev. So those they have to be redeemed. Okay, meridus and ava, those are the two sides. Okay, so he says, okay, but in seeing there's no lumazeh. Those two parts of the heart, which are shvuyim mamish, which is the meridus, and the simcha of the wrong things, alo'on yomida keneged mida. And when we have rachmanis for the poor person, racham aleinu, Hashem has rachmanis on us, like we finished this off yesterday. Same bilibenu and bino liba. Okay. Concerning the level of tziyin, the pasuk says, Kisham tziva avayas abracha. Over there, Hashem commanded the bracha. Like it says in Idra Rabbi Zuta, in Parshas Shabachin, or Sumadregas bracha hanal. This bracha, Kisham tziva Hashem is a bracha. Where Avaya commanded the bracha, that's the pnimis alev, which is even higher than Ava, and that's the level of tziyin. The Alter Rebbe just explained that tziyin represents the essence of the neshama. It's a mark. It's the essence of the neshama. That level that we're bringing down through the bracha, Kisham tziva avayas bracha, from that level Hashem is bringing down the bracha, that level represents the tziyin, the essence of the soul. Okay, Shalzen Nemar V'Kadim Sartani. Okay, this is just... Okay, Chaim Pirish Arizal. So the Arizal, whose yahrzeit is today, by the way. Ove b'sefer zer rakia. Shebechinas tziyin. What is the level of tziyin? Mimamakim karasicha. From out of the depths, I'm calling you. That means tziyin. The Arizal. Avraham Arai is sponsoring the class in memory of the Arizal.
Oh, beautiful.
Very good. Shkoyach. Now, mimamakim means, and now that Chassidus explains, it doesn't say, mimamakim is plural. That means there's oimek of the oimek, the depth of the depth. What the Alter Rebbe is explaining means the pintali, the essence of the neshama, the tzion of the neshama. And whatever. Okay. The Pirush Baruch, an interpretation of Baruch, Sheyesh Beishnei Pirushim. That Baruch has two meanings. One is blessed, and one is to bring down. Ubeis Pirushim Ahem Zawinyin Baruch Vinyin Bracha. That's the level of Baruch and Bracha. Because there's the masculine level of Baruch, and there's the feminine level of Bracha, which is, Bracha is the feminine of Baruch. That comes from Chochmah, that's the level of Baruch. Because Chochmah is masculine, Bina is feminine, right? Yud Kei, Chochmah and Bina. In Lashon Kodesh, Yud is masculine, like Ish is Aleph Yud Shin. Hey in Lashon Kodesh is feminine, that's why Ish is Aleph Shin Hey. Right, that's why Ish is with a Yud and Ish is with a Hey, because it's Chochmah and Bina. So Chochmah is the level of Torah comes from Chochmah, so Torah is the level of Baruch. L'chein Tzin, which is the Bracha. B'mishpat tipada, haina edei halachas haTorah. Tzion, which is a level of bracha, the mishpat tipada through Torah. That is just look. And Tzion is B'gematria Yosef. Like he says, okay, Vinyan Shavah B'tzedakah, just like look here. V'shavah B'tzedakah Yeshleimar, that like it says in the Pasuk, Samti Katked Vinyan Tzedakah Tremim Goy. But it says over there about Tzedakah elevates the nation. The Gabi Chinas Chesed V'Emisuchu. Okay, just look.
Over here it says that Sion is halacha.
Tzion b'mishpat tipad. The mishpat is the hilchasa.
So it says Mission Chesed Torah Hashem Yerushalayim.
Right.
Over there, Torah is from Sion, Torah Hashem Yerushalayim.
Yeah, but here it says Tzion b'mishpat tipad is the level of bracha. You mamshich the Torah down. Why?
Because over there is Torah Mission, and Torah Hashem halacha Yerushalayim.
No, but here he's Torah is chokhmah and all of Torah. Here he's saying Torah is all of the aspects of Torah. In Torah itself, you have different variations.
Including halacha.
Right.
Rabbi, how is it connected to the Mishnah, like you said, that Yosef as an expression of the innermost of the neshama, right?
Tzion, not Yosef.
Yeah, Tzion. That's what I mean.
Okay, that is the end of this maimer. Okay, let's start. This maimer is done, and that's it for this.
I thought you don't finish it.
Yeah, I didn't, though I left a few 2 lines.
You have to stay in.
Okay, what did you have down which maimer we learned last year? Hello?
There's only one man.
Veschan I'm talking about.
So this is this.
You know, I think we learned last year. I think we learned the Maimer Shema Yisrael, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we learned Shema
Bet
Yisrael.
Hanan.
Yeah, Shema Yisrael we learned. Yeah?
Yes.
We learned Shema Yisrael. Okay. Okay, let's start verse Chanan. Okay, verse Chanan. Ready? Turn this on. Sorry. Okay, we're going to go to the next week, verse Chanan. Put the Torah page, Yud Aleph, second column. Okay. Yeah, Shema. Okay, let's go. We're not doing that.
Okay.
Okay, verse Chanan, page Beis. In Likkutei Torah Devarim, page Beis, verse Chanan. Okay, verse Chanan al Hashem, Moshe Rabbeinu davened to Hashem, and he said, Ata chileisa, now you have shown, Ata chileisa, now you began showing, this is in the 40th year, right?
The sponsorship.
The sponsorship is for the class.
No, I mean, I did the other time. What's going to happen to this time?
Sponsor class, no?
You don't sponsor my moyim, you sponsor the class.
No, the class, right? That's
So this class is still being sponsored.
oh, still
You want to get sponsored again?
yes.
Okay, good. Okay, lahavin mahachilaisa. To understand, what does it mean now in the 40th year, Moshe Rabbeinu says to Hashem, now you began to show me your wonders. There was Kriyas Yamsef, Yitzias Mitzrayim, Matan Teir, Melchemes Amalek, Ve'ech Shayach Likr, Kol Zahas Chol Bavad. Now you began showing me. These miracles are going on the whole time. So he says, Hine, Amr Azal, actually, Nivra Elam, before the world was created, Hayahu Shmei Bavad. Before the world was created, Hayahu Shmei Bavad, the only thing that existed was Hashem and His name. The Chayr ain't a move on. It's like, the Chayr is not understood. In other words, the whole purpose of a name is for somebody else. You yourself don't need a name. The only purpose of a name is for somebody else. If there's no somebody else, why do you need a name? If you're the only person in the world, why do you need a name? The Maimer Chazal is Kaidem Shenivra Olam Hayahu Ushmei Bilvad. Was only Hashem in His name. What does He need? Who Bilvad? I understand. What does He need a name for? There's nobody there to name Him.
Adam had a name.
That was after the world was created.
There was nobody else.
Yeah, that's His wife.
Doesn't the name hold the essence of the person?
Yeah, but name is only for somebody else to reveal your essence, to call you.
His wife was there to reveal his essence.
But before his wife,
But when somebody's
Because Hashem
name,
knew he was creating it
Yaakov,
together.
the essence of Yaakov is
I
spoken.
don't know, how we created it
What
together.
is
Yeah.
it to do with who's calling who?
But- If you are by yourself, that essence exists.
Who's gonna call you?
Somebody else calls you when I call you, if you're not a teenager, and you respond, that means I'm calling your whole essence is turning to me when I call you. But if you are alone, you don't need a name. The name is for somebody else to bring you down, to call you, to get you. If you're yourself, you're there. What do you need a name for?
Bring you up.
So he says, what is the name? Who's going to call him a name? So he says, says, the tachlis b'yis Adam. The ultimate purpose of a creation of man is begainlish meidele, that Hashem should become known. The Zohar doesn't say dira v'tachteinim. The Zohar says one of the reasons, another place in Eischaim says, why did Hashem create the world? To reveal Himself. Another to make Hashem known. Yeah? Chassidus comes along with dira v'tachteinim. And Chassidus explains, it's not a contradiction, there's different levels of Elokus that Hashem is revealing. The explanation is as follows. You read this the descent of all the levels. Why did Hashem lower Himself all the way down to create a world? Is tzedach aliyah. To transform darkness to light. That's why Hashem created person on earth. Because this world is a low, dark world. Av is like clouds, thick clouds, double and double darkness. And therefore, how do you transform darkness to light? You have to bring in a lot of light. You have to bring in a lot of light to illuminate the darkness. So in other words, Hashem created a very, very dark world. The purpose why Hashem made the world is, He says, I want darkness to be transformed into light. Why? Because light to be light is no big deal. It's not something new. It's not something unique. What is Hashem? Hashem likes unique things, like everybody else does. Why do we like unique things? Because in Elokus, Hashem likes unique things. What's the unique things? That Chayshach becomes Or. That a sinner becomes a Baal Tshuva. That's unique. A person is Or, and there, like it says, Ner Hashem Nishmas Adam. Shu Ner Hameir Or Shem Havaya. B'chinas Gilui. It reveals through Torah mitzvahs the revelation of Hashem's name in the Gilui, the Hoyeres Elam Hazeh, to illuminate Elam Hazeh. So now the Rebbe is saying, what is the purpose of creation? The Yerida of Hashem lowering Himself to come into this dark, lowest of the lowest, pas ein tacht, like the Alter Rebbe says in Tanya, ein tachten lamata himenu, there's nothing lower than this world. What is the purpose of it? To make darkness into light. So Hashem did part 1, and we do part 2. Hashem made the darkness, our job is to make the darkness into light, which by the way means, that's why the Gemara has the expression, Shutav l'Kadosh Baruch Hu b'Ma'aseh Bereishis, we become Hashem's partner. He did half creation, He created the darkness, and our creation is to make the darkness into light. And that's what the pasuk says, you should be a bracha. bracha bekerev ha'aretz, meaning bringing down Elokus in the earth, like it says, Zera Berech Hashem, which is Loshin Hamshacha, which is bringing down Elokus, like it says, Amavrich v'amarkiv. Amavrich Efsagefen means, the Mishnah says, you take a vine and you bring it down into the wheat, so it becomes kalayim, right? That's forbidden to eat and benefit and forbidden to do. So over there the expression is Amavrich Esagefen. That means you're bending it down. Right there. That there should be a revelation of a Elokus from world to world. From the concealed world to the revealed world, meaning from darkness into light. That Havaya should be revealed. Who are the ones that bring down this level of Havaya? That's Yisrael, which are called Zera Berech Hashem, the seed of it that Hashem blessed. V'ner Hashem Nishma Sodom. The Kama Riba Neshamas, the many tens of thousands, meaning 600,000 Neshamas. Shem Kama Riba Neiros, which is each Jew is a light, right? So if you have 600,000 Neshamas for millions of Jews, it's millions of lights illuminating this dark world. Because based on the amount of darkness, that's how much light you need. And what is this gilui of light? How do you read? Okay, the Yid is a neshama. I mean, the neshama is the ner. But ner is a candle. The candle got to be lit. We have to light this neshama of ours. Right? The neshama is a ner. So it's a candle, big deal, but you got to light it. Gilui is that. What is the gilui? That it should be the affecting in the heart of the person. That the nefesh should get out of its concealment, which is the body and nefesh abamis. That it should have this longing to Hashem. And he says, skip the parentheses 3 lines. It's not enough just in intellectually, in thought, which is mamali kolam v'sefer kolam v'lesa seponim shein ze gilui. He said that if you think machshava and you meditate that the way Hashem is mamali kolam and sefer kolam and v'lesa seponim, yeah, that's all in machshava. Machshava is hidden. It's not a revealed power. Nobody knows what's doing machshava. Ela bechinas alma diskasi, which is helen. Sheini mispashit al mitech nukudas levav. Right? It's not something which is permeating elukus in the world. Elo rab bechinas seiv u'makim u'may, like it says ganva put machtar terachmana karya. Sheini gel atmis umos hanefesh mamish, because thought, even though it's very connected to the nefesh, but the thought doesn't reveal who you really are. In other words, he says, it's not through machshava. They give a gashmistic emotion. If you love somebody very much in thought, but it doesn't come into action, it's worthless. It's worthless. Machshav is very great, you know. You think about the person, you say to the person, I love you, but talk is cheap. Thought is cheap. What actually reveals the real feelings of the person is action. Action is what reveals it. So he says, Al Rebbe is saying it's not enough to have this gilui in machshava of his beingness and meditation, that sefer kolam, mamalukam, sefer kolam, kulam, that doesn't do it.
Aren't my thoughts who I am?
Huh?
Aren't my thoughts who I am? The way I think, eventually will sit true as who I am.
Not in an accomplishment of accomplishing something. You're going to go to work in thought?
But my thoughts, it's going to affect my work.
Yeah, but that's only when the thought comes down into action.
Right.
We were talking about thought itself of meditation into Mamalakom, Sevikam, Kula, Velasat Saponim, Kula Kamei, Kula Choshev, is not going to bring it down into the world. It's hidden. If it doesn't come down into practical action. That's why in Pirkei Avos, Shammai said, Amar ma'at v'asei harbe. Say little and do a lot. Ephraim, it's Rashi says in Chumash, said a lot and did nothing. Right? He told them, Beini bein chomahi, what is it? For sure you're going to get it for free.
But it's the thought that makes the action.
Yeah, but what's more important, thought or action?
Absolutely.
Why is action more important than thought?
Because you're really hearing it.
Because you're actually revealing it in a tangible way.
Somebody has good
If you think about somebody, you love them. It's not coming down in a tangible way. Even speaking, which is more tangible than thought, also doesn't mean anything. Talk is cheap. The true manifestation and display of, I'm talking about love because it's very tangible for us to understand it, is when you do something for them. And the more difficult it is to do, and you do it, the more love you reveal. Correct?
Yes.
Something which is easy to do, big deal. So you did it. It doesn't mean anything.
I may not,
True dedication, devotion is, huh? Taking out the trash.
I may not take out the trash, but I still love them.
Not true. Not true. That's not true.
From their perspective.
Well, that's what love is not from my perspective. Love is the way the person feels.
Who cares what they feel? It's all about what I feel.
Because love is, remember Ava is Echad, 13? Okay. Love is you become one with the person you love. That's only when it comes down in a tangible way. If not, if it's in theory, I love you theoretically. Thought and speech are theoretical. When Kolzman doesn't come into action, it's not there. And the same thing he says in Likkutei. Meditation into Seviv Mamala Seviv Kula Kamei Kol Choshev or Lasasei Ponim Minei is all in a hidden world. It's not bringing down Likkutei down here. Dira b'tachtonim. That's why Chassidus explains what he says over here from the Zohar. Began the Smeidulon, a Gal Shleimus Kerchesav Upoleisov, or to be Veil Likkutei. That's Atzilus is good for that. That's why Hashem made Atzilus, to be Veil is Kerches.
It's not good for a man's ego.
Why do you think I mean love of man to woman? Maybe it's woman to man I'm talking about. I know you sponsored the class, but still that doesn't mean I'm talking the way you think. Love of a friend, is not when it's easy. Dedication and devotion to a cause is when it's difficult and you do it. Not when it's easy and you do it. That doesn't mean anything. Think about it. Dedication, devotion, okay? It could be to people, it could be to institutions, it could be to your work, it could be to whatever it is. All those things only mean something. Really? Okay, good. But really, dedication, devotion is only shown when you do something which is hard to do it, that you don't want to do it, and you do it. In any relationship, which is spouses, friends, with parents, kids, whatever, it's in the nitty-gritty of the day-to-day relationship is where you see love or not. To buy something on the birthday, okay, let's speak about, for kids to celebrate Father's Day, they buy the father at Oliver Shalom a tie, or you buy your mother but some flowers, and the rest of the year you spit in their face, that's worthless. A true gift is a part of oneself. My father once did we were kids then. I think maybe we were Bachman came home. Anyway, my father did a levaya for these people on Friday. And Shabbos was sitting by the table eating the sud after davening. The bell rings. These two ladies walk in. So my father said something, a thing he said from somebody. I don't remember the whole thing, but rings and jewelry. A true gift is a part of oneself. So they came, they loved it so much, they wanted to come and they wanted to put it into obituary in the paper, you know. So my father said it to them, but they wanted to write it. So they took out from the purse, the two sisters took out the pen. My father said, I'm sorry, you can't write. So they tried memorizing it 20 times and they still got it wrong. But anyway, the end of the statement was, a true gift is a part of oneself. Think about it, it's so true.
It's not a kiss, it's a man.
It's a minor, because that's a part of oneself.
But action comes from thought. If there's no
Again, the action, this thought stimulates it, but that's what he's saying, while it's only in thought, it's not revealed yet. It's not there yet. True love, or dedication, or devotion, or relationship, is only when it comes down into action. And it's self-understood that the more difficult the action is, shows more of being one with the person, of dedication and devotion. Dedication and devotion, again, means you become one with the cause that you're dedicated to.